Hey guys, it's Dan, host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back with another Walking Dead video, of course, leading up to, The Walking Dead Season 9, but this one is going to be doing a video talking about The Walking Dead Season 1. Yes, of course. I'm sure a lot of people are probably confused by what this video even is, because, I'm sure a lot of people are like, why are you doing a review of Season 1 of The Walking Dead? Well, this is going to be of the first episode of Season 1, and I think this is going to be really cool because if this turns into something that I can do during the summer. So, let's just talk about it real quick before we get into the review of the first episode of Walking Dead, a throwback review, that is, for the first episode of Walking Dead. Because now, about a year ago, I did a review of every episode of Season 1, every episode of Season 2, every episode of Season 3, and a couple of Season 4. And I'm really happy about the ones about Season 4. However, the ones I did for Season 1, 2, and 3 were like broadcast videos. They were like 4 or 5 minutes each. And they were really short, and they were really bad. I'm sorry they were. They were really bad content. And I really should have gave you guys more than just that, So, I'm going to do a more detailed review of at least the first episode of Walking Dead. However, if you want to at least see the reviews for the other 5 episodes of Season 1, all you got to do is write a comment below of at least a good few of you, and I'll go ahead and do that. So, that's because I do know quite a few of you guys. I've heard some comments, people saying that they like the early stuff quite a bit. So, yeah, that's one thing. So, let's talk about Season 1, Episode 1. So, let's just get right into it. So we get Rick, of course. Now this is a flash forward sequence where basically Rick goes with his and he of course drives up from in his sheriff car, and he goes to a gas station. It says no gas. There's these bodies everywhere, cars everywhere. And then he runs into a little girl, and he's like, "Little girl, I'm a policeman." Little girl turns around. It's of course a zombie, a little girl, and he has to put her down. So, I really thought that this scene was cool because, you basically get like I would say this is one of the most brilliant intros of a TV show I've ever seen, and actually probably of Walking Dead ever, out of any episode, because it's just so simple. It's just so simple. Not because it's the first episode, no, it's so special and it's all this. No, because of the fact that how special this is, it's just so simple. It's really just so simple. Some guy walks up and no gas, finds a little girl, and of course the last thing you expect is her to turn around and be a zombie and start coming at you. That's the first scene you see in this show. That really would get anybody really just kind of like, okay, I'm entering a series that's probably pretty crazy. So anyway, we've got the car scene with Rick and Shane, some comedy mixed in there. They're having lunch or whatever. And as soon, they're talking about how Rick, he's like, yeah, she's good. She's good at, Lori, yeah, she's all right. She's good at turning off lights, and they have this like conversation. It's kind of funny, But anyway, basically you get this scene where they throw away their lunch, and of course, they set this trap, and then of course the car flips. The first guy comes out. I love it when Rick's like, he's talking to the cop, and he's like, make sure you turn the safety off, And he's like, oh, and Rick's like, so he's just like, man, it's so dumb, So, which we do see a zombie version of him later, which I thought was really cool as well. So, that's pretty cool stuff right there. So anyway, we get basically a scene where they he's like, put the gun down, and he starts fighting. Rick gets shot once, and of course Shane's like, I saw you go down, man. I was freaking out. And he's like, you don't tell Lori that happened ever. You understand? And then boom, he gets shot by another one, and they put the other guy down. So. So I think there's like 3 guys in total, 3 or 4, it's just crazy stuff. Then of course, Rick goes into a coma, which is just insane, and of course, the first thing, I like the kind of Rick's vision where Shane comes in with the flowers, and then all of a sudden he thinks he's talking to him, but it's really probably like a month later, and the flowers are just done, and of course, he wakes up. You've got, the nurse help, and of course, he walks out, and it's just this, like, deserted hospital, and of course, he goes out, and he sees the most iconic thing of The Walking Dead Season 1, I'd say, is the one of them. "Don't open dead inside" thing on the door. So I've actually seen, a couple years back, just funny story real quick. A couple years back, I was actually, it was Halloween or whatever, and one of the houses nearby actually had a "Don't open dead inside." It's really cool. So that's just kind of a funny thing right there, but. Yeah, really cool stuff. I did see a door that had "Don't open dead inside." It was super cool. So, definitely really cool stuff right there. So it's just a really iconic door. So Rick goes through, and this is pretty funny when Rick, I always laugh at this for some reason. He lights the match, right? First one, and then, goes dark. Lights another one. Just a mistake kind of thing, and I'm like, all right, it's just a mistake. Then all of a sudden, and then it's like, okay, he lights the third one, and then he's like, and then it cuts to Rick opening the door. I was like, oh my God, seriously, how many matches do you need, So he goes out, there's these bodies everywhere, and of course he goes home. He even thinks when he goes home, when Carl and Lori are not there, he's like, wake up. It's that question, is Rick in the dream this whole time? I don't think, honestly, it's a perfect way to prove this theory wrong. Rick is not in a coma because there's tons of episodes in the recent seasons, mainly season 7, where Rick's not even in the stupid episode. So if Rick was in a coma, I'm pretty sure everything would be from his point of view. I haven't had a dream where something is not from my point of view, So it's probably not a dream. That's pretty easy to confirm, right away. Scratch that stupid idea. But because it's just, that's one thing right there people always mention. But anyway, so pretty cool stuff right there. So he runs into Morgan. What kind of wound? You tell me, or I'll kill you. And Rick passes out. He wakes up, and then they have some dinner. And he's like, no, that wasn't the man I shot. That was, a walker, and he explains the whole story to him. Really cool. He tells him that it was a gunshot, not a bite. That's what they were afraid of, kind of thing. We saw your bandage. That's what we were afraid of, or something. So they go to the station, and this was a really cool scene where they go and they take a shower, and then of course right after, when they give him the guns, they actually both go their separate ways. So we see the zombie version of that cop later, and he actually shoots him. In the comics, Morgan says Rick, no, it's going to draw attention, kill him with a knife. In the TV show, he just shoots him. So careless and dumb, but we can't leave him like this. So anyway, so they go their separate ways. We kind of see a little bit of Morgan. He can't put his wife down. Just you stay down there, Dwayne, don't you move. And then you've got Rick, who puts down the zombie, bicycle girl zombie. Really another iconic zombie. I'm sorry this happened to you. So then he goes to a house, he's looking for gas, of course, and then, these people have committed suicide, so he can't. He finds a horse, and then, of course, we get the iconic Atlanta, shot right there, which I might use for the thumbnail, actually, for this video. I think that'd be kind of cool. I haven't made it. Usually what I do, I film my videos, and then I make the thumbnail after, so usually. So if I make a thumbnail and you guys want to see a different one, if it's not that, if you want to see that as the thumbnail, I could change it. I could always change it. So because I think that'd be kind of fitting. So of course, the funny part is that the cars are coming out, but no cars are going into Atlanta. And right away, he runs into a herd. The horse gets eaten, and he immediately gets in the tank, and of course he almost busts his eardrum there when he shoots that walker. And then of course we get Glenn at the end. You in the tank, you cozy in there. So and then you get. I really did like the theme music there at the end too. I just thought it was kind of like a pop-ish kind of cool music as you get the pan out of the city. That was a cool pan out too, when you get the pan out and it's just this huge herd in the city. I mean, I thought that was great. So, I mean, most of this is taken from The Walking Dead issue 1, really, mainly, but there are quite a few changes. But, by the way, this is not issue 1. This is the image first, signed by Tony Moore. This is not the first print of Walking Dead. I wish I got the first print. But don't we all wish, comic fans of Walking Dead, don't we all wish we had the first print of Walking Dead issue 1? If any of you guys have the first print of Walking Dead issue 1, you are lucky, and you must have spent like $1,000 on that thing. So, Yeah, you must be rich or something because the price is just insane. So, anyway, really just love this. Of course, write your comments if you want to see maybe at least the rest of the reviews for season 1 because I could always do that. And again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, write your comments and if you want to watch this episode again, yeah, that would be I'm sure you guys probably some of you guys might need to because it's been so long. But I'm hearing a lot of people that say they're actually bigger fans of season 1 than they are of some of the recent seasons. I'm seeing because there's a lot of hate around the show with regards to season 8. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching, and of course, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys. Close out with this. Peace out.